It's the year 2147, and all remaining survivors remember nothing before the last war. The one where evil finally, unfortunately, prevailed over good. From them, there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to hide. Should you try to change this destiny, surely sorrow and defeat await. The air is riddled with the faint smell of those who have fallen before you. Survival, if you'd like to call it that, is hardly worth it. The epicenter of the war, seemingly the only location to stand a chance in this fight, is at the heart of what was once known as New York City. Amongst abandoned and demolished hospital ruins, a figure emerges. Confused and distraught, seeing what lies before him, he fails to accept this as reality. Answers are the only thing he craves. For now, anyway. Flashing images of a world before the war, and an unsettling feeling inside, pull him towards something in the far distance. It isn't yet clear who he is, what he remembers, or what he can do. His only goal is setting out towards the unknown. Days later, tired, hungry, barely standing, he's arrived at his destination, the site of utter destruction, or at least that's the feeling surrounding this place. This sort of feeling, a sense, it's urging him towards the rubble, but with nothing in sight, he turns to walk away. From the debris, what can only be described as a swift fist to the gut, something brings him to his knees. He's much closer to the earth now, and that sense, this maddening feeling, it gets even stronger. So much so that he just can't rest. Using his bare hands, he starts furiously digging the earth. Hours later, it's almost sunset now. Something shimmers. Wiping his face and his eyes of the rubble, it's now apparent it's the entrance to some sort of bunker. What happens next is difficult for most to comprehend. Upon entering this bunker, his mind traversed the metaphysical plane. This is where he learned of the Elders' plans. Foreseeing evil's triumph in 2063, the Rupture outposts were created and hidden deep beneath Earth's surface. These were meant to bestow chosen agents of chaos, with what's necessary for good to regain a stronghold against evil. The Elders knew this fight could no longer be triumphed physically, and those chosen would need to free their minds to prevail. However, they can only be activated by one person, one that had truly found the balance between good and evil, one whose chaos was, let's just say, tempered. The toll this emergence took on his already exhausted, fragile body was almost too great. It's nearly 12 hours later, and it's sunrise now. He awakens, no longer confused, but instead, mind more clear than ever. Plans for redemption, understanding of a past life, and his complete memory, well, all but his name, were regained. Lying before him, the outfit required to harness his physical form. Atop this, the transformer needed to tap into the metaphysical. They say, however, this looks different to every agent, depending on their strengths. For some, the buttons have shapes, such as a square or a triangle, while for others, letters of some sort of code, an X or an A, and for few, it's representative of the vermin that requires eradication. Readied now, he looks to lead the fight, taking it straight to the heart of evil. Along the way, he'll gain the following of agents that will also wake to this new calling. He reaches for the transformer, steadily holds on while powering it up. Once again, he'll tap into that different plane, not out of confusion or to remember who he once was. This time, it's to plunge straight into the fight. He's embraced the Cataclysm, his new home now, and all those that stand beside him. Upon entering, he hears a whisper.
Welcome, Tempered Chaos.
If this transcript is understood, suffice it to say, you've been touched by the chaos. Agent, you now know what must be done. Tempered Chaos needs your aid. And the Cataclysm, it awaits you.